Yo, what is up, guys? Joker bringing you another video for the 3.28 Mirage League, going over our day 4 and 5 recap. As you can see from the clips, there has been some big changes. We were finally able to afford our Headhunter, and it's actually going up in price, which is the first time I've ever bought a headhunter that it started going up in value after that. So that's been a really nice surprise. Going over the character in a speedy fashion because I want to go over a lot in this video and I don't want it to be super long. It's 2 days worth of updates, right? Just in one. So for the character itself, we are level 94. Our KB is 76k, and there's a specific reason for that. Mainly, we have no damage links in it right now. But apart from that, defensive wise, we cut out our chaos res and we have higher evasion and block because we're planning on doing a swap to int stacking. But that's going why I'm thinking that is going to be later on. I want to show you probably the stupidest thing that I found that you can do with any projectile, but it works with wands, right? So Greater Fork says projectiles from supported skills have a 50% chance for an additional projectile when forking. And then projectiles from supported skills can fork an additional time. And then projectiles from supported skills fork. Now, we also have split shot and the nodes leading up to it. The funny part about split shot is projectiles have a 50% chance for an additional projectile when forking. So I shoot 4 projectiles that all split into an additional projectile when they hit something. And then because of Deadeye, we have a 150% mark effect. So essentially, we get 3 projectiles every time we hit something with sniper's mark, right? A projectile splits into 3, and then when those hit stuff, they split into another projectile. So I found a pretty funny memey way to get clear on my KB, and that's essentially clear the entire fucking and this is essentially how this character can now clear super well. And because we have Headhunter, Headhunter is making up for our damage, as well as we are using Invert the Rules in addition. Now, I could have swore they said you can only use one exceptional gem per link, but I guess that's not true because I tested it and both of them actually are working, right? Now, here's the downside. As you can see, uh, since the damage is low and we don't instantly kill enemies, it lags us when we get too many explosions on the screen. Because how many explosions is this? I don't know, right? But the fact that it gets to the point where it almost crashes my game, I'm going to say a lot, at the very least, a decent amount, right? Because I mean, how many, if someone does the math for me, that'd be appreciated. I'm also going to be going over the 2 farming strategies that I use to farm my headhunter. But yeah, this looks kind of stupid, right? Like it's so fun once I get my damage up. Ow. Once I get my damage to the right point, I think that's going to be pretty fucking stupid. The inspiration came from Captain Lance when he did the thing with the kinetic bull, right? And he was hitting a stupid amount of times. But yeah, let's go. Oh, let me finish this map and then I'll go over the strategy. All right, so for our first strategy, the strategy that we were using for pretty much 4.5 of the 5 days was a King's March and Betrayal strategy. We were using a Cardo Scarab of Corruption to drop us 8 modded maps, 2 Calgarian Scarabs, and then an Influencing Scarab of the Horde. The maps we were dropping and sustaining our own 8 modded maps. For the Atlas, we were on, oh, nope, we're on this tree. For our Atlas, we take the ore and the betrayal nodes, right? And then we are also taking eater altars and some scarab nodes. Then we take shrines and shaping the skies and shaping the mountains for the increased pack size and help sustaining maps. And then just all the Calgarian stuff, right? Lost in transit. This does make you lose some ore, but lost shipments are relatively rewarding, right? I've dropped 5 or 6 raw divines just from the shipments. I've dropped several divines in tattoos and rune graphs, and then I've probably dropped 100 plus raw chaos and a shit ton of other bubblegum, right? If you don't want the lost in transit, just cut it. But do not cut these other nodes. These other nodes are what gets us 100% for an additional ore. Right now we have 5 ores. I think it's technically 106% chance for the ore to show up. If I'm correct, where is show stats? I think it's 106% chance. It's 107%, right? So essentially, there is a 7% chance that an additional 6th ore will spawn in our maps and just give us additional ore, right? A Mirage goes ahead and duplicates the amount of ore you can find as well. We're not using the we are not using the scarab that smelts it for you because last time that was the wrong one. Scarab that melts it for you because yeah, last time I checked they were 28C each, and in my opinion this is not worth it because all I do is I have enough gold. I have this running constantly, right? And there's still hundreds of thousands of ore that it needs to smelt. So I'm just letting it wait. If you want to try to speed through the process of a 25 mil shipment, you can technically use them, right? You can use them. It will make the process faster. These hundreds of thousands of ore would already be in bars. I just personally do not think that it is worth it. Moving on to the second strategy that I've been running. This is post Headhunter, and I really recommend having Headhunter to do this. Essentially, what we're doing is we're taking all of the map explicit effect, and then we are farming maps. If I go to my map tab, I have 396 maps, right? If we go over here, I have 15 nightmare maps. I've been selling these corrupted 8 mod nightmare maps for 20 to 25C each because I don't plan on running them. And then 16.5s that I cannot run, I also sell for 20 to 25C. Now, have they gone up? Nope, they look like they're still. And I don't filter them any more than that. I just throw them in Faustus. I have a couple of tabs, and people come in and buy whatever they want. The only thing you need to check is Mirage maps are like 90C each. Make sure you don't sell those for 5C each. So, like I was mentioning, the second strategy is a map farming strategy. So we're using Cardo Scarab of the Multitudes, Cardo Scarab Escalation, Influencing Scarab of the Hordes, and then Cardo Scarab of Corruption. And we're running the 8 modded maps. We're doing all of this on Jungle Valley that I have field scryed onto for the Fortunate. And that's another thing that we are dropping a decent chunk of. How many do I have right now? Oh, I literally have one. I think I just turned in a set, but I've already turned in 2 to 3 sets just passively. On top of the fact that since this atlas is focused on map effect, beyond, and mobs, essentially what this is just throw a million pools at the slot machine, right? We are essentially testing ground loot. And if you look at my pilfering ring, I think I had like 10 divines, or I don't even remember. I'll have to go back and look the last time I showed it, but we've dropped a lot of raw divines from this, in addition to dropping a bunch of all those puzzle boxes. Volatile vol orbs. And as you can see, we already dropped 2 maps. Oh, and we've been selling the 8 modded maps for 5C. Oh, look, more maps. Map dupe. Yeah, so this prints an insane amount of maps. The main reason I did this is for the next strategy that I wanted to run, well, next couple strategies that I wanted to run, I wanted to make sure that I had maps that I could run that I did not have to buy. Also, because this does have a bunch of Beyond on it, if you look at my Headhunter buffs, a bunch of the times you'll see it go up to like 40 or 50 stacks. It's kind of funny. But yeah, see, even more maps. So the amount of maps that you pull out of this are kind of insane. But like I mentioned, it is going to be rippier since we do have a higher map effect. We have essentially all the map effect on the tree plus altars. Okay, actually this map specifically is not that bad, but as you can see, it's 213 quant and 157 rarity plus 70% pack size. Now, you could do this in Mirage maps. You could do this in T16.5s. The other thing that ow, you lag. You do lag a lot. I should have flame dashed out of those explosions. But you can do it on 16.5s as I started a breach. You can do it on 16.5s as well as Mirage maps. Main thing is those maps are going to be naturally rippier, and Mirage maps are going to be overall more rewarding, but still, they're going to be expensive, right? That's what I was trying to think of. I had a brain fart. They're going to be more expensive. Like I said, when I looked yesterday, Mirage maps were 90C each. I don't even know how much they are today. And wow. I wonder, since I have so much map dupe chance, can one map dupe into like 3? I feel like that might be a thing, right? Because what's my map dupe chance? Let's kill these real quick. Can you... Oh, fuck, I'm still on the stupid cheese fork shenanigans. No wonder I keep dying. Hang on. All right, we just finished that map and we ended with 19 8 modded maps, a 16.5, and a nightmare map. As well as we got a grasping astrolabe, which I hate whatever they did to Awaken Trade, where it automatically tries to check the merchant first. Holy shit! Thank you, Fubgun, because I'm assuming this is because of you. So we made a lot in that map, right? Because this is 40C, that was 330, and then these have all been selling for 5C. If you do not believe me, my favorite update, you can see like the maps have been selling, right? And then every now and then you see something that I randomly dropped in the map, like a random cluster. If you go down here, These are my nightmare maps and my 16.5s selling for the 20C, right? You just keep scrolling, and then I was testing this. This didn't drop or anything. I was testing it and I didn't like it. And bam, just proof of more map sales. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything that I wanted to go over this video. The two strategies, we finally got our headhunter. We're going to be blasting. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to call my league start videos over here, right? Because we completed the atlas, like we're done with league start. Our character completed the entire atlas. We're only missing 11 points. Perfectly fine, right? I'm going to be running these strategies as like their own set currency videos and run like 40 maps in a row, throw all the loot into one tab. That way I can price stack it and show it, and then show you the process of selling it. We're also going to stay on a 5-slot map device because this is where I believe most people will be. Because once you complete your atlas and get your 4 stones, you have a 5-slot device. You haven't done a nightmare map yet, probably, right? And you haven't paid for a carry for the 6-slot map device. So I'm going to make several strategies with the new atlas that I want to test out. And we're going to use a 5-slot map device, and then we're going to move on to a 6-slot after probably like, I don't know, 5, 6 videos. That way there's a good chunk of strategies for that middle ground. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content. And until next time, take care.